Most guys my age or a little younger, maybe even older, I feel like they go day by day and they do their things, and maybe they're not focused woman, maybe they are focused on woman. I don't know you, you don't know me. But a lot of the time there might be certain situations where a individual, a lady, might be giving you a sign or a hint that she's either interested in you or maybe she's not interested in you at all. I mean, at this point, who knows? Maybe she's just looking at you weird, but I would assume that sometimes some hints are kind of obvious. And even if they're not, she might just catch your glance and you might be like, wow, she's pretty. And a lot of the time in those situations, you might do nothing about it. And that's basically what the video is about. I think that in a couple of days, maybe next week or so, I don't know when I'll make the video, but I want to prepare for it a bit. But I'll basically talk about probably my biggest regret in high school that doesn't relate to high school. But basically, to sum it up, there's this beautiful girl that I would literally say to this day is probably like wifey material, everything like that. I don't want to sound like a simp, but like we were really like compatible. Not gonna lie, that sounds crazy though, cause it's kind of cringe, cause it's not like I knew her that well, and I've heard a lot of theories about that. That when you have a crush, you kind of excessively obsess over them, and that may be the case. The point is, I thought she was very attractive, very beautiful. I talked to her a few times. We had some mutual friends, so I had a sense of her personality, and I really thought she was amazing. She was smart, beautiful, sense of humor, all the things that I look for in a girl. She was probably smarter than me, but the point was, I thought she was great and all, but I never asked her out. I remember going to prom. I was thinking of asking her out to prom, and even before, maybe for a date or something. And then I remember the summer after high school, we talked slightly, but I never had the balls to do what I wanted to do. And she ended up having a boyfriend. She ended up, well, not having, but she ended up getting a boyfriend. And I think that probably happened a few months ago. I'm not entirely sure when the relationship started, but the point was that made me realize, like, damn, okay, well, too late now, right? Because I remember before, I always had the excuse that, oh, we just, talk occasionally and she'd be the one that would make it move, or, I'll give it time. Maybe we'll bump into each other somewhere outside and maybe we'll have a mutual and we'll go to a hangout and I'll see her and then that's when I'll make a move. I basically just kept on prolonging asking the question, and I always thought that there'd be a later time to do it, and turned out that there never was a later time because now she has a boyfriend, and I do wish for them to have a good relationship. I wish the best for both of them. I don't want them to break up or anything. I'm kind of over her now. I feel like it's much easier to be over someone that you genuinely can't have now. I don't want to hear no analogies about you can still score with a goalie. We don't do that stuff. That's just disrespectful. But the point was, I was probably like crushing on her for like a year or two. Not even gonna lie, and I was just scared of rejection. Straight up, I was scared of humiliation. I was scared of what she would think about me afterwards. I was scared of what her friends would think about me. I was just scared of rumors, all these things. But basically, that's not the intention of this video. The intention of this video is that a lot of the time, outside of that, I'm outside sometimes and I see someone and she might catch my eye and I think she's pretty. And sometimes the girl shows some sort of interest, I guess. I mean, I don't want to be like I don't want to overanalyze simple situations, but if the eye contact is strong or maybe she gives you a little smile, I don't think she finds you creepy, at least. Let's say that much. But a lot of the time, or let's say most of the time, in those situations, I never ask them out. I never just even walk up to them and say what's up. I just go along with my day and talk about it with my friends afterwards. But the point is, I can't really be a hypocrite and say that in this video that you should start asking out girls and you should start, just having conversations with random girls, because I myself don't do that. But at the same time, that's actually literally what I'm trying to say in this video. Like, do it, embrace it, and over time you'll get better. It's with literally every single thing. A lot of us play video games. I don't, but I used to play a lot of video games. And I really liked Rocket League. And I would practice, and I got better. Still pretty bad, but I did get better. The point is, if you do something consistently and consecutively, you will likely get better, especially if you learn from your mistakes and try to improve later on. The point is, the first ever time that I asked a girl out, it was cringe, you could say. It was on text. I was scared. I was, what do you call it? I was really nervous. I literally I sent the message and I literally put my phone in the other room. You know how they always say that? I closed my phone. I didn't look at the notifications. I came back like 3 hours later. I got a response. Or no, I didn't even get a response. But I was like really scared to check. And then I checked and there was no response. It made me tense. It made me like, damn, like, is she ignoring me? The point is, regardless, online or in person, it's nerve-wracking. It's scary. And I feel like a lot of the time it can be especially more difficult if it's in your community. What I mean by that is, over the years, the past few years, I have had no problem with asking girls out on a date or just hanging out with girls, right? But the point is, those girls usually didn't go to my school. And I just felt that I was more comfortable with getting rejected that way because no one would know about it. But if it was someone from my school, essentially they had to really make it obvious that they like me or they're interested in me or that they want to hang out. Because I was so scared of rejection, genuinely. I used to tell my friends all about it. They always, give the advice that everyone hears, just do it, just do it, just do it. I haven't told my mom once, but I couldn't. I don't know what to say. I know it's pathetic, but I just couldn't. Example is right there. The girl that I want to go to prom with. There's another girl in my early years of high school that I really liked. She liked me. We had a mutual liking of each other. Nothing too strong, but essentially all the time at school we would ignore each other. We would see each other, and we just wouldn't say anything, and it just kind of fell off because we were like talking a lot on on social media and stuff, but we just never really developed that relationship, I guess you could say. It was always just, it sounded good on text, but it just kind of fell off. If you, yeah, it just fell off. But the point is, I myself have to do this myself moving forward. I don't know about right now. Kind of have to, let the hair grow out for maybe, a month or two. I think maybe by like 2 weeks it'll look pretty good. I don't think it looks bad right now, but you can definitely I can definitely wait out a week or two to, shoot my shot like Devin Booker. But joke aside, the point is, moving forward, I myself am going to hold myself accountable for this. And I hopefully advise you to try the same. But just go aside and just do simple things like compliment someone. Literally just tell someone, nice pet, nice dog, what breed is it? Your hair looks great. Just give random compliments to strangers and just start off like that. I feel like everyone can do that. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I have, random talks with random people. Usually it's from university because, just I might see something that I like. Like a lot of the time, if I see someone wearing a shirt of an anime that I like, I might comment about it. Like usually that happens sometimes in basketball. I see someone wearing, let's say a Timberwolves jersey. I'm a Timberwolves fan, so I might comment on it. And then the small talk just becomes an actual conversation. The point is, the first step is just go outside. Whenever you do, go outside and just give at least 2 compliments to strangers. And then you'll notice that I would assume like 99% of the time, it's a good thing. Like they'll respond with thank you. They'll respond, appreciate it. it'll be a positive response. Maybe 1% of the time you'll get ignored, or they'll look at you weird or something. I don't know why they'll do that, but it does happen. That's basically what we think will happen if we ask someone out. But just start slow like that. And then after that, just tell people, like, have a great day. Hope you have a great day. Hello, fellows. How are you? Like, just introduce yourself to other people just randomly. Or you could do, instead of giving a compliment, you could like talk about something like situational. So for what I mean by that is, I do this sometimes too, but usually it does happen to me. But let's say this is like just a really random example. Hopefully this is not what you're gonna use in person. But one time there's people around me and we kind of saw a car crash happen. Like it wasn't really a car crash, but I think the car like hit someone, something like along those lines. And then the guy next to me just told me like, "Damn, like did you see that?" And then we just talked about it a little, and that's that. Nothing too crazy. I would say the most easy thing to talk about that I've noticed is a lot of the time people talk about the weather. I know it's cliche, but it's happened to me a lot more time than you think. Or pets, especially dogs. Like you've seen those people, like especially older people usually do it. If you have a dog yourself, or if you know anyone that has a dog, a lot of the time when they go outside with their dog, it's usually older people that might come up to you and like ask you questions about the dog, or might try to pet it and stuff. It happens. It's very common. You could do small things like that. And those things will just help you build confidence in speaking, but also just being nicer to others and just accepting whatever they may say. Because those things, for most part, you shouldn't receive negative responses. But when you start developing, even like just having small conversation with strangers, you'll notice that a lot of the time, or this is basically what you have to notice, that stranger is a human like you. So when you do eventually, maybe you see a girl, you think she's really pretty, and maybe you're at a bookstore and you like anime, and she's picked up a book about I don't know, Death Note. You could literally just say a small thing like, "Oh, Death Note, you've read it before, or you planning on reading it?" You could just have a small convo, nothing creepy, just a small convo. And as you build up having random conversation with strangers, which will just help you and just overall with conversational skills, you can later on in those same situations, or just randomly, if you see a girl that you're interested in, you could just say, like for instance, that example, have that small talk with her, and you could also say it then, like, I do think you're kind of cute, like, can I get your number or something? Regardless of, if it's cringe or whatever you may think, just do it. And you might get rejected. You might get laughed at. I know that happens sometimes. Hopefully you don't get spat on, or you don't get killed or shot or something. The point is, usually they're very polite about it, and they just kindly reject you. Sometimes they might laugh at you. I would definitely not recommend to do it if there's like other girls around, unless you've like really done it a lot. Then if they laugh at you, or one of their friends says something crazy, you probably won't take it too badly. But I would just start with having small talk with men and female, and then eventually, making those small conversations into, I guess, asking them out, if that's what you intend to do. For instance, for me, I feel like I don't want to say the regrets, because even that high school story, like, it is what it is, I guess. Like now it's too late. I don't really want to reminisce about it. It is what it is. Like, I wish I did do something about it, but it's too late now, right? So you just move on. You focus on the present. But the point is, I actually forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. But basically, a lot of the time recently, sometimes there might be a really cute girl. She looks at me, I look at her. We hold eye contact for a little bit. She might even smile. Basically, I might just be interested in her. But a lot of the time, I just don't do anything with that. And moving forward, I do wanna just approach the girl, ask her like, "What's up? How are you?" Maybe have a small talk. If I can feel that she's interested, or that she vibes with me, maybe ask her out. Just get her number, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you may use, WhatsApp, if that's the case, TikTok, I don't know, just do it. And yeah, I mean, that's really how it starts. I think for me, I'm not gonna like tell you just to like ask out whoever. Obviously, if you get attention or people look at you, I feel like those type of people are the easiest to talk to. But as you, I guess, level up, you can just approach anyone really, and regardless of regardless of getting rejected or not, it won't hurt too much. And for most part, if you start with the compliments and stuff, it'll be just a lot of positive responses, which will make you feel good about just talking to random people. Then you can have small conversations. Maybe you get to know someone really well, or you just get to meet just so many great individuals and just their perspectives, and maybe they're charming, whatever it may be. You'll essentially get to talk to a lot of new people that you probably would have never talked to before, and that will make you also feel better. And then you can just go up from there. So that's really the video. I don't really know what to say for an outro, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna name this video. Probably just something like start asking out people or start having conversation with people. Something along those lines, but that's really it for the video. I usually remember something else I wanted to say like after I finish the video, but we'll just end it off here. It's already long enough. So yeah, peace.